How does weighted student funding impact school funding gaps? Imagine a school budget that changes based on who is sitting in the classroom. Instead of giving every school the same amount of money per student, funds are adjusted to meet each student's needs. That's what weighted student funding is all about. It's a way to make school funding fairer and more targeted. Schools with more students facing challenges like poverty, language barriers, or disabilities get more money. This extra funding helps them provide better support, like hiring special teachers or buying needed materials. When schools get more resources for students who need it most, the gap between wealthy and less wealthy schools starts to close. Schools with many students from low-income families often don't get enough money to give those students a good education. Weighted student funding helps fix that by sending extra dollars to these schools. It means they can offer programs that help students catch up and succeed. For example, schools can hire bilingual teachers for students learning English or add special programs for students with disabilities. This approach also makes school budgets more transparent. School leaders can see exactly how much money is allocated for different student needs. They can then decide how best to spend those funds to help their students. This flexibility allows schools to tailor their programs to the students they serve, especially in communities with many African American students who face educational barriers. But the success of weighted student funding depends on two things. First, the base funding must be enough to cover basic costs. Second, the weights, or extra amounts given for certain needs, must accurately reflect the challenges students face. If either of these isn't right, funding gaps might still exist. Also, careful oversight is needed to make sure the extra money actually reaches the programs and students it's meant for. In the end, weighted student funding can make a real difference by directing more resources to schools serving students with greater needs. It helps create a more equal playing field so all students, especially African American students who often face more obstacles, can access quality education. This approach supports a fairer distribution of resources and helps address long-standing disparities in education.